Hello, welcome to a new episode of how to create a Metroidvania. I'm creating this tutorial because I have a little bit of experience in creating a Metroidvania. Cyclopania is a Metroidvania game I coded for recently. If you want to check it out, it's on itch.io. Link is in the video description. Today in this episode I want to show you how to create a map for your Metroidvania game. The first step is we need new sprites. So we go into our sprites folder, we're creating a new folder, and this folder can be something like map. In this folder you copying the sprites you are using for your map. I have them here. I will put them in a package you can download later or via itch.io. The link will be in the video description too. So the next step is we need a new grid with a new tile map, and on that tile map we can form our Metroidvania. So we're creating 2D objects, tile map, a rectangular tile map. We call this rename map. We call this grid map. And the other one is not. So we preparing our sprites. Okay. So we use 16 pixels per unit, since everything in the game uses this ratio. We have multiple sprites in this picture. We have to clean that out in the sprite editor. We use point no filter since we're using pixel art images, and we need non-compression. And now we hit apply and we go into the sprites folder and we split by cell size. I don't know how is this the correct size? Yes, this is correct size, and it was something like, yes, this is the correct size. Okay, 22 pixels by 16 pixels. This is the ratio we using for this game. Please ignore the sounds of my handy. I'm sorry. Okay. So now we have sprites for our map, and we create on the tile palette a new palette, call this map palette. Hit create, sprites, map. Yeah, this is good. Achso, okay. Ordner auswählen. Yeah, I'm sorry. So, map palette, this is correct. And we put the sprites on the map palette. And we call this map, simply map. Oh, now I'm doing it wrong again. I'm sorry, guys. So, Ordner auswählen, select the folder. Okay, and we are ready. So now we want to paint some rooms on our map. For that, active time. We should rename this tile map so we can. Okay, tile map is the name. Yes, okay. We paint on the new create a tile map, our map we want to use, and we see a problem. The tiles have the wrong size, and we have to change this because this rectangulars are 22 pixels by 16 pixels, and these are 16 by 16 pixels, and we have to change that. But that's not too hard, because I'm too stupid. No, okay, this was wrong. I'm sorry. We have to change it in the grid. I'm sorry. Okay, we go to the grid map, and here we change the ratio by multiplying 22 divided by 16, and this gives us the perfect ratio we need to. Okay, perfect. So now we have a tile map. We don't need this really. We just lay out some rooms. It's not important yet. And now we hit play and we see nothing. Because we need a second camera. And we don't want to see this map on the normal camera, on the main camera, but on a specific camera that's only active when we pressing a button to show us the map. So the next step is to create a new camera. Rename it to map camera, and it's probably good to it's a probably good point to use pixel perfect camera. And now we have some things we have to clear. First, I want to use other background color. This is our background color for the map. I just like that color. The next thing is projection, autographic, culling mask. We need to use culling masks to decide which is shown in the map, in the camera, which is not shown. Because we don't want to see in the map camera the backgrounds of our game, and we don't want to see in the main camera the backgrounds of our map. So we have to use a new layer. We add a layer and we call this layer map. And then we go to our grid map and we say I'm sorry. No, it's correct. Okay, we go to our layer and say, this is a layer map. Yes, change children as well. So we change the layer of the tile map too. Okay, and then we say to our camera, to our main camera, we go to the culling masks, and we don't want the main camera to show the map. Okay, perfect. And we go to the culling mask of the map camera and we say, don't show water, don't show UI, don't show this, only show the map. Okay, this is the first step. The next step is we need to make the map camera an output as a texture. So we can display the texture when we hit the button for the map. Okay. Here is the field for the target texture, so we have to create a new a new texture. I will create a folder. I will call this folder textures. We go into the folder, we create. We create a render texture. We call this map texture. And now we go to the map camera and we put the map texture into the target texture. The map texture 2D. We have to change the size of the text of the map texture. And we have to do it in point dynamic scaling. Put it to 20. This is a normal ratio, I guess. Okay. Want to put the map texture somewhere where we can see the map, of course. Okay. Okay. So now we need a new script and we need some UI showing the texture of the. Okay, I will soon continue to create the UI we need for the map, but first let me say the way I'm doing here the map, it's not the best because we are using 2 cameras, and I think this is something that needs more performance of the game. So if you are making a very big, large game that needs more performance, you should think about using another method to create a map in your game and to show a map. Still, this is the way I'm doing it because it's simple, but it's not the best way. You know it. I told you it's not the best way, so if you don't like this way, you have to think about another possibility, but I'm sorry guys. For me, it's the simplest possibility and I'm doing it this way. If you have some better ideas, I'm very open to please write it in the comments. Maybe I managed to making a video about this, giving credits, of course. But for now, this is a method I'm doing it, and I hope you guys are fine with that. Now we need the first time UI because we want to show the image with the texture of the map, and by that we create a canvas. We need a canvas. We go to UI and we create a canvas. Okay, perfect. And on that canvas, we need a panel. We call this map panel. And yes, we change the source image. We don't need one. And Yeah, okay, this doesn't make sense. And on that pen, so you can use your own sprites for UI. At that point I didn't prepare some UI sprites, so I leave that empty. I will just put on that raw image. The raw image will be on full size for the map. So I created a raw image, and you can left click on that button on that field, and you have like possibilities on aligning the raw image. And if you have hit STRG and Alt, this will change so you can stretch it to the full size. And now we need a texture for our raw image. The texture will be the map texture. And here you see the map, of course. And if I hit play, yeah, okay, so this is not optimal. We will have to change that. Okay, first we change something about the main camera. We add the pixel perfect camera, and we use a reference size, fix it to the reference size. And we have to change the pixels per units in our main camera, and I want to align the main camera on the grid. It will be important later for the gameplay because we will align the camera always on the rooms, and I want to perfect transitions, so we have to align it on the tilemap. And also I want to crop the frame so the alignment to the tilemap can be consistent, because it can be inconsistent because the frame will align to the resolution the players use, and it could be different for different PCs or something like this. So I crop the frame. And we also have to change camera settings on our map camera because the pixels per unit is too high. We have to set it on 16. And now we set this on 160, and we have to change that on the map texture too. We make it 320 and times 60. So now we blend in. Now let's test this. Okay, now it's still not perfect. Don't know what the problem is here. Okay, I found a way how to solve the problem. For now, I deactivated the pixel perfect camera. I don't know if this is a good idea. Of course, we have to delete the audio listener of the map camera because the camera for the map doesn't receive any soundtracks or something, so we can delete this. Yes, just quickly remove the audio listener from the new camera. Okay, perfect. So don't forget this was untransparent. I didn't want a transparent background. So we changed this to full color and we change the clear flex, the background, to solid color. And when we hit the play button, now we see only the map texture. But we still want to play the game. So we start with an inactive map panel, so we only see the normal game. But in the game itself, we want to press a button like M, and then this makes us the map visible. And for that, we need new input. So we go into assets, and we go to inputs, and we have our level control. And until now we only have jumping and running, and we need a new one. I recently showed you how to do this. We call this map. On the keyboard, we can make it M, and let me think, press only, yes, the actions, press only. Yeah, this should work. Also, we can make one for the gamepad. I don't know which button it should be done. It should be like the select button. Yeah, okay, this will work too. We did this. And now we need a new script. We don't forget to save the asset here. So now we create a new script. I will call this map script. We open the script. Okay, I created a new script here. We need 3 variables. We need a Boolean variable, whether the map is active or not. We need a serialized field for a game object called map. This will be our map panel. We will set it active or inactive. And we need a Boolean for the GP stands for gamepad, button. I will call this button. So we have to change this, we have to change this. Okay. We can delete this and this. So now we maybe need a start function. Wait. I want to have a start function. We don't need this. In the start function, I will set here both. I will set the map to inactive by saying map.setActive false, and the Boolean map active I will set to false, and this will be activated when the game is starting. The second, there is a update function. We will have an if question. This will ask if the button map, if the button is pressed. So this will ask if this will be activated when we are pressing M, and we will ask, okay, we will pressing M, and in this if question we will make another if statement that will be map active. So if map active, we will set map active equals false, and we will also set this false, and we need an else statement for the counter case, and we will copy this. And I hope this works, because as long as it's pressed, we will maybe have to make some minor changes. Okay. Okay, I attached the map script to the, no, this was wrong, I don't want to attach it here. Move component. I want to add the map script, I want to attach it at the canvas. And we attach the map panel to the map object. And now we make a small test. Why doesn't I think I know the problem. We also need the player input. Yeah, okay. I forgot one thing. Now we have again go to the player, and we have to go to the player input. And we have to check for the events, and we have to check for the player action map, and we have a new action on that action map. We have the action map, and we have to add the script we have on the canvas. So we attach the canvas here, and now we're looking for the map script, and I think it's called onMap. Yes. So, and we have the function onMap. So now we test if it's work. Yeah, and it's making the mistakes that we can, as long as we pressing the button, it goes on and off. There are two ways to solve this. One way is coding a little bit more. So we're making its coding. I just have to think about what was the way. So we have two conditions now. This boolean will check if we recently pressing the button, So in this if question we have two conditions. The condition is that button map is pressed, and the second condition is that the map button wasn't recently pressed. And if both conditions are true, the Boolean map pressed will be automatically become true. So this condition only holds one time. And if we know that, there's our next condition. If we know that the map button is not pressed, then this bool becomes false again, and we can press the button second time. And this should solve the problem. Yeah, okay. This is working fine. The next thing is that I want to check the game if the map is true, if the map is visible. Because when the map is visible, I want to deactivate the movements, because I want to move the camera, the map camera, with the error files or with VASD, and when I'm moving this, I don't want to move in the actual game. So I want to save via player prefs that our map is visible. And we can do this with player prefs. Player prefs are like variables that are saved in the game, and you can access them from all scripts. So, and it's going set integer, so we making a new integer. This integer is called map active, and it will be 0 if the map is inactive, and it will be 1 if the map is active. And on the other side, we need to open our player script. And in the fixed update, we just asking for the player prefs, not with set integer, but with get integer. And we only asking for the map active, and we will save the outcome into the variable map active. And this will be an integer, of course, and we only want to jump and move under one condition, and that condition will be that map active is equals 0. So we aren't able to move anymore when the map is active. And on the other hand, we want to move when the camera. So I tried to create the camera movement for the map. First of all, we need a game object with the map camera. We want to move that game object. For the movement, we need a float with a speed. We can change that later in the instructor. Then we need a new vector for the movement input. We have to change for that the movement input on the action map. We will do that later. The movement input will have x and epsilon variables. Then we asking if the map is active, and if the map is active, we enable the camera movement. We create a new vector. In that vector, we save the position of the map camera by map camera point transform point position. We will alterate the position. We will alterate the position in the y direction and in the x direction via the map input, movement input times the speed. And then we will transform the position of the map camera to the position 1, the new position we created. That is a function. We will save this and we will go and the script will be compiled. The next step is, when there are no mistakes, to alterate the action map. Let me take a quick look. Okay. I will create a new action. Map movement. Okay, we created that. Now we have to go to the player again, where our player input is. We go to events. We open the player action map, and we should have here, we have our new map movement. We drag and drop the canvas here. And now we have the map script and on move function. Okay. Now let us see if it's working. No, it's not working. Yes, we have okay, I forgot to attach the new variable because we have the... So, but now it should work theoretically. No, it's not working. Okay guys, I made a very simple mistake. The speed was at 0. That was it. We set the speed to 2. We can change the speed later. It's the speed for the camera movement, and if it's 0, the camera will not move. So now we see the speed is way too high, so we make like 0.1. This will be the new speed. We will test it. It's inverted. It's inverted. I hate it. We will change this by just okay. Let's give it another try. Wait a minute. It wasn't inverted. It was something different. Yeah. Okay. The horizontal was on the vertical and the vertical was on the horizontal. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, yes, I made this mistake. Oh, I'm sorry guys. So, but now it should be fine. It's weird. Better not, but let's see. So now it's working good. Okay, fine. So we are finished for our topic for today. The only thing we have to change is we see the map, but we don't know the room in that we are. The room should be highlighted, but I think it will fit in very good in the next episode. The next episode could be a little bit longer. I mean, all the episodes are very long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so slow. Yes. But next episode, I want to show how we connect the rooms with the map. So we know that the map can show in which room we are. And I want to make a very simple kind of camera movement, not for the map camera, but for the main camera. And we will do this next episode. So until that, see you. I hope you have a good day.